And we back, man. We got Bronny James' first look at the NBA draft combine. If you don't know, I believe what was it, 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, Bronny James announced that he wasn't he didn't want to stay in college. He want to go to the league. Um, his dad is real rough over there with his dad. Lakers, they got put out the playoffs again this year. Let's see what he's looking like, man.
There he is, LeBron James Jr., a.k.a. Bronny James in the association.
Not right now. And I think most of the guys we're going to watch today is probably going to be in the G League for next year. I think he's certainly a developmental project.
And we say he wasn't the lead guard because they had Isaiah Collier and Boogie Ellis, but he was for a 6-game period of time. They went 1-5. He shot 27% from three. He was a sub-5 points per game scorer over the course of the season.
Here we go.
And we're playing ball.
This is where they're going to put Bronny James. They want him in the point guard.
A couple years ago, as far as really had a solid 2 days here and wound up getting drafted in the early part of the
point guard. There's one thing when it comes to a setting like this, and you all know it well. Don't do what you can't do. Do what you do well.
Special. And that hurts them, I think, in this process.
Absolutely. Uncle John once told me they don't know what you don't know unless you tell.
This year. And I think one of the things that stood out most to me was the unselfishness and the ball movement that UConn had.
You can tell he's still learning. He's still learning. I just seen like 3-4 turnovers, but it's good. It's good. Everybody get a chance to, you know what I mean. He just coming out of fucking 1 year in college type shit.
Guy that knows that he would have to take a long route to get there, but Pat, his older brother, actually got a two-way this year in this draft.
Let me ask you this, Bobby, from an executive perspective. Like when there's such limited film, there's not.
I was a star in my entire life. In my first game in San Antonio, I never took my warm-up off.
LeBron James Jr., LeBron James Sr., and the Lakers have a few things. 2024 NBA Draft Combine. A lot of guys out here working in the scrimmage.
I was doing everything, and with all the great guys that are here, the great players, and then it's everything. Just continuing to stay in the gym, stay in
John
shape.
Calipari come through. Now with Mark Pope coming back to Kentucky, are you going to be that bridge that brings the old with the new? Because you're going to have that separation of Cal guys and now the old guys coming back in with Mark Pope.
My time with Kentucky was unbelievable. Having the opportunity is crazy.
They all look so inexperienced, but I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just like, man, maybe they're specifically showing the fuck ups or something, because it seems like I'm watching a bunch of fuck ups, not to keep people, but a bunch of mistakes. They're making a lot of mistakes.
And it's really, really cool. So it's like
we'll see you around. Keep growing that stash out.
Yep.
All right, let's get back to the game.
And guard, pick and roll.
One of the things with Reed Shepherd, who just joined us.
After this game, it just really stands out how all the best players on the floor are older guys, late with his reads. The playmaking isn't there. They're playing him a little bit at point guard, and he's not comfortable.
He needs to go back to college, and he needs to find a college.
Wow, these niggas said he need to go back to college. Man, you got to think about it. He fucking went through cardiac arrest and shit. He trying to, life is fragile for him, man. It's fucked up. If y'all ain't know, he actually had a fucking heart attack or some shit at USC, like the summer before the season started, which was last summer or something. So he trying to get up in that league, man. I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Get that nigga a look. I mean, it's just like you wonder, like, will he be able to walk in his dad's footsteps? But maybe he just gonna do his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at Jordan's sons. They ain't become as big as him in this. You know what I'm saying?
That is going to put the ball in his hands.
You can absolutely play that position at that size. You look at Deuce McBride for the New York Knicks, who took
Southern California, does a great job with the team. Why not? There's so many of these in club circuit, whether it's there, or whether it's the Adidas Gauntlet, or whether it's the Pro 16. The way the system is structured right now, these kids do get to play against some of the best in the country, sometimes even the world.
Okay, that was a hell of a floater right there. High-ass arc on it.
But it also stunts them to an extent because they all become friends. Yeah. And they don't often compete
Older guys,
against their
they're so old because they had the COVID year. They'd been in their college.
1 or 2 years of college, maybe if they've been in the G League, there's going to be a pro, and there will be somebody out here that becomes that. But what I have seen Being
he hasn't
here-
officially said it, but I think he is very committed to this process. And a lottery pick? No. Necessarily a future All-Star? Probably not. But listen, it's going to be important for him to show better.
Yo, they are shitting on him. How you gonna know what a motherfucker gonna be in the future? And he ain't that ass. Obviously, he was beasting in high school and beasting in college, like doing his thing. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers ain't shit. Them announcers. Shout out to the Hooper Show. Y'all go subscribe to their channel, man. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm gonna put their channel in the description. Um, yeah, man. What the fuck?
Better than that, I'm sure.
How adaptable he is to whatever schemes they have out there, what type of person he is within that locker room, because the reality is he's going.
And there's somewhat of an unrealistic expectation. But how Bronny managed that, to me, was super impressive.
I think as a role player, is there one or two things you can do really well, right? If you do 5 or 6 things really well, you might be at the next level, and what I think they had hoped it was going to be at USC last year. Wrote about it, and he said it is not a priority. And workouts and a chance to sit and visit with him. Is there an organization that has a plan, that has a development? LeBron wants Bronny to be his own man.
Good play. Touch pass. He showed some versatility. He was a transfer from Missouri State that we see with some of the top prospects here.
And the European influence with that behind-the-back pass. You've been watching a lot of Joker running down the lane.
That there's something here, but he wasn't playing at a level, and then all of a sudden he started to go to some regional tournaments. And
He got the floater. He definitely got that floater down pat.
That's not a glorified
Of the game, a nice drive, shifted the weight of the defensive player, and then looked to attack that seam off touch in the middle of the lane. And we talked about the size of 6'1.5". One of the things that differential you have to actually allows him to get that shot off. Actually allows him defensively to continue to impact the game.
I didn't really get to see him play like that, but you hear all the noise and things like that. So
the origin now, Wheeler High School. All right. Some stars have come out of Wheeler.
The G League, when you were in New Jersey, Brooklyn, you're not asking him to come play that role. You're asking him to come defend, rebound.
Andrews winning 89-81. Hopefully we have a player over the game.
4 points, 4 rebounds. He only played 19 minutes. I mean, I ain't mad. He's still young, bro. You can't really put that much pressure on yourself. Well, damn, that video downloaded. Gotta delete all my notes. Never mind. I don't even want to speak on. But if you follow, you know what's going on. I had to delete. Yeah, man. You can't put too much pressure on him, man. Shout out Bronny, man. I'm gonna continue to watch him, bro. See how he develops. What y'all think, man? I think it's too early. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gone.